Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we are talking about the 1975 action thrill ride horror movie, Race with the Devil.
Was that Evil or Devil? I didn't hear a D.
Peter Fonda, Warren Oates, Loretta Swit, Lara Parker. Race with the Devil. When you race with the devil, you'd better be faster than hell.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
You better be faster than hell.
Yeah.
We're back.
Sounds like my commute.
Spiv, you were here. You were back with us. We missed you last week.
I did not get eaten by a bear.
I can't believe you missed that.
No bears. How was camping?
It was very cold and wet.
Doesn't
All right.
sound like fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a little
Well,
cold. Not
that's okay. That's okay. Because we will warm you up tonight when we talk about Race with the Devil, Spiv. I'm sure you have a lot to say about this movie.
Bathed
Being
in fire.
an RV enthusiast. Am I right? Am I right, Spiv?
I have considered renting.
Have you really?
Yeah,
You want to
which
do
is
one of them,
expensive.
one of those old, we're heading out, we're hitting the road.
Doing a road trip.
They actually don't do that, but it would be cool.
It'd be cool if
I
they
don't.
did.
The thing with RVs is that I don't understand is like when you're in a car, they're very strict.
Yeah.
Buckle the fuck up. But in an RV, they're like, yeah, cook a fucking meal on a fucking stove. You're good to go. You're good to great. Bacon
Pretty
grease
much.
is flying at your face while you're cruising down the highway at 80 miles an hour, going into water apparently all the time in this movie.
And you
But
don't even
I'm
need
just
a
saying.
special
People were
license.
all over the place.
Yeah, and if
You
the devil worshiper in front of you slams on their brakes, everything just goes everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, is
and
that
accidents happen.
I don't even think they had seatbelts, Chris.
really?
Where's the
But is that-
70s, man?
In the
I'm
movie?
talking about like modern day.
Modern day.
Look,
like modern-
on my little RV back here, I got a seatbelt, man.
Well,
Right there,
this
it
is
is.
if
that
I
a-
designed
is
an
that a
RV,
Vogue Mark 76.
Something like that.
I would have a system where it's a bunch of pulleys. It's technical, but we're engineering. There's like a pulley system that you attach into so that you can get in an accident. It's like fucking Mad Max. So you're cooking and the car hits a bump or runs over a turtle or something, and it's like, but you're like on this pulley system, so you just kind of fly up, but it like keeps you
Are you saying
pulley
pulley
system?
or pulley?
pulley. What's the difference?
Pulley?
Pulley, not
think-
pulley.
It involves
That's what happens
some-
No,
after
like
you
some
bounce.
police.
It's
sounds
essentially.
dangerous.
Did you ever have a baby and you put a baby in a thing and they're like bouncing
Nope.
around the whole time? It's like that, but for adults.
Okay.
You just kind of get in and you're riding around in your RV and you can do whatever you want. So like you're sleeping in bed and they hit a car, and you just kind of fly and bounce back and you're okay.
Like a cartoon, right?
Anyways,
You should take that to Shark Tank.
I'm thinking about it. I digress. I got very interested in RVs, obviously for obvious reasons, because this movie has an RV in it. But all right, I guess we can move on. No one seems interested in my cool new RV system, but
No, not
whatever.
really.
I'm
Well, I
still
knew you
confused.
wouldn't be,
Is it-
you negative son of a b. I knew
What's
you
a pulley?
I just
You're
think
like, I
like
bet Amazon made that. I'm not touching that shit.
I just feel like someone's just gonna end up hanging themselves or something. Yeah, by
As
mistake.
opposed to flying out the window while you're cooking bacon on your fucking RV. What's the difference? At least in
Safety,
my
Chris.
thing, you're like
Safety.
slingshotted back
How
into
does
the RV.
How does the airbag work with the slingshot thing?
And we're working out some of the kinks.
I feel
think
like you'd have to be
it's a
connected
prototype,
to
Aaron. It's
the
a
ground and the ceiling simultaneously with like a strap.
Yeah,
That would make
essentially
sense
it
to me.
pulls your body, so you just kind of
Because you need to be like,
like, oh, my arm got pulled off by my RV safety system. Anyways,
oh man,
we're off to a start.
Traveling in my RV.
What is? No one has even said anything. It's just been me yammering. You guys, well,
It's funny. We're listening to
get in the
What
game.
if I told you there's a slingshot you can strap to your ass, so if you hit a bump and you fly out the RV, you get slingshotted back in?
I think I.
Why
think
aren't we
have
talking?
Nothing
I don't
wrong
know.
with that.
I
The
think
rambling
I
from
have-
Madman.
I have a legitimate concern that I don't understand RVs. Are you not supposed to be doing anything?
Have you
while
ever
it's
been in an
driving?
RV?
No, I don't think you are. I think you're
Okay.
supposed. There's
Yeah,
like
you're not supposed to be
seatbelts and
cooking.
stuff, even in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to
Okay.
be seated and buckled in when that's in motion.
Or you lay down in the bed, take a
And I
nap.
think the ones with pop-outs and stuff, can you even get in the back when it's folded up?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you
a good
just
question.
you get in there first, and then they fold it back up.
Golden
But there's a
coffin.
little room for your head, so you stick out. You're like, "Are we almost there yet?"
Then
Anyway,
you get slapped in the face with a slingshot.
AJ, what is Race with the Devil about?
All right, Race with the
What
Devil.
is it not?
Frank, Roger, and their wives take off to Colorado in their brand new camper. Looking forward to getting some skiing and dirt biking in. While camping en route, they witness a satanic ritual involving a woman's death.
Did you see that goose?
The local sheriff finds no evidence to support their claims and urges them to continue on their vacation.
Nothing to see here.
It's
Move
fine.
along.
On the road, they find themselves repeatedly ambushed in the 1975
So much
road
bush.
trip family vacation classic, Race with the Devil.
Rated R for the ugly clothes and bad hair. Just saying.
Dude, the
I'm just
70s
saying.
are awesome. What are you
70s
talking
are
about?
amazing.
I
Pinnacle
mean,
of
You,
clothing.
you didn't like the
So
curtains in the
cool.
RV?
Pinnacle.
I mean, I don't have a good. I
So
was trying to find-
stylish.
Look at this. We'll get into it. Look at that guy.
We got so much to talk about
We got
RVs.
so much to talk about.
I can't wait to talk
getting
about
into it.
RVs.
I'm so excited. We should
excited.
talk about RVs. You're right, AJ.
We
We'll get
will.
into that.
Cool.
1975, though. This is a year I don't think we've ever even covered on the Bad Movie Night Show.
Not on the podcast.
This is a new era, a new paradigm, as they say. We are breaking all kinds of different dimensions.
All right, welcome to the history
right.
hole.
For Aaron's History Hole.
That was a
I am
transition.
enjoying
was
Lindsay's complete
abrupt.
lack of interest in anything I have to say.
Race with the Devil from 1975. This was released on June 27th, 1975. We haven't covered 1975 before, but we most recently covered a 70s movie way back in episode 156, which was Frogs from 1972.
With what's
Wow,
his face?
Sam
Elliot.
Oh
Elliot.
yeah.
Without the mustache.
it was less shocking than Scott without a beard.
Right?
Yeah.
So, 1975 had some pretty prominent films. So the highest grossing films that year were, any guesses?
Star Wars?
75.
77. What's 75?
I'd say Jaws.
Close Encounters?
Jaws. That's correct.
I
Jaws.
said Jaws.
Never heard
You
of it.
didn't. You said, excuse me, I believe we've had a close encounter on Craigslist.
Technically,
I was the one that said, boo, 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 boo. And you said, fuck you, loser.
Pretty much.
Okay, we have one.
what happened to Spiv?
Boo, 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 boo. All right, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest shampoo, which is something you need to use on a periodic basis.
Put
I
it
got
on
new
the list.
shampoo too, and it's good. I'll save it for the pre-show.
He's like Seinfeld over here. You got something for everything. We have Dog Day Afternoon. We have the
yeah.
return of the
that
Pink
Dustin
Panther.
Hoffman?
No, that's Al Pacino. The bank.
thinking
Isn't the
about
bank
Tootsie,
robber?
Chris?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
where
is that
he's
what that-
robbing a bank
where
for
he's for
his
his
Lover.
trans or
Yeah.
trans lover to get surgery.
Cool. 3 Days of the Condor.
Good
Okay.
movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I vaguely remember that one. Funny Lady. The Other
wow.
Side of the Mountain.
What's on the other side, Aaron?
Is that the sequel? Is that the sequel?
Yeah, to my side of the mountain, then the other side of the
remember
The
mountain.
Other Side of the Mountain. We have Tommy. that crazy pinball wizard that he is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The Who. And the Apple Dumpling Gang. Some might say that sort of resembles this group here.
Wow.
A little bit.
When
All
was
right,
the...
so
I don't know if
go
he
ahead.
offended or
Oh, I was thinking about that movie we watched, Chris, The Witch That Came from the Sea. What year was that one? That was around there, right?
that
was
late
like 76,
70s.
something like that.
Witch that came from the sea.
That is a crazy movie.
That was a crazy movie.
1976, AJ.
Oh, close.
I'll tell you what, you almost had that. It's on Tubi too. Everybody go check that out. Speaking of sexy men's underwear on Etsy, I'll tell you that right now. You get some of that in that movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in that movie.
A lot of
Oh
that.
my god.
All right, so a couple awards from that year. The best drama film went to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, obviously. Our best director was Milos Forman for the same film. Best actor, Jack Nicholson for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, as well as best actress, which went to Louise Fletcher for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Whew.
I don't like when these movies sweep everything. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best original score went to Jaws from John Williams.
Okay.
Best original song was I'm Easy from Nashville.
All right.
Easy like
Okay.
a Sunday morning.
That's
No,
why
it's not-
I'm
no.
easy.
Is that Lionel Richie? Is that the original version,
Easy
or is that a
like
cover
Sunday
too?
morning. I don't remember who did the
Richie.
original.
Isn't Lionel Richie the one who did Easy?
I don't think
No?
so.
It doesn't matter.
I'm looking it up. Easy song.
That's why I'm easy. All right, so some
Commodores?
history. It was the Commodores.
Oh, okay.
But was Lionel Richie in the Commodores? He
Yeah.
might have been.
Was he?
I think
Yeah.
I
so.
think so.
Easy like Sunday Morning by the Commodores. All I know is the Faithful.
We've established this by the Commodores, Chris. Was Lionel
All right,
Richie
well, just
in the
I
Commodores?
guess we're not allowed to look things up and fact check around here. What is this, Fox News? All of a sudden, we're not fact checking shit. Okay, whatever.
Internet slingshot. Come on.
It's opinion based, Chris. Opinion based.
Google slingshot. All right, so some history from 1975. Since we haven't talked about this in a long time, the interest rate in 1975 was 7.25%, as
Holy
opposed to
shit.
basically zero right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0.1. What is that?
Yeah, crazy.
Group member Lionel Richie wrote Easy.
I can't even get in my bank anymore.
shit.
Just let it go, Chris. Let it go.
All right, I'm letting it go.
Are you easy, Chris?
Yeah.
Like a Sunday
I
morning?
don't need to argue that. Yes. Just like Sunday morning. All right.
All right, so our average new car in 1975 was $4,250, which is
Jeez.
equated to $21,000 in 2021 money.
I owe
But-
the government more than that times
Yes.
two, just
Well,
for a
okay.
year of taxes.
Keep in mind, the average car in today's dollars was $21,000, but the average new car nowadays is actually closer to $40,000. It's almost double.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
It's all those
This is why-
goddamn
this is
airbags
why-
and slingshots. Fucking
This is why a lot of people don't even have
driver
cars anymore.
slingshots. Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. Average income was $14,100, which equates to roughly $70,000 in today's dollars. Yep. So currently, the average household income is $69,000, and the average income is $52,000.
69.
All right.
I get that.
Our average new house price was $39,000, which equates to roughly
Jeez.
$200,000.
You can't get an RV for that much. Believe me, I know. I looked.
Right. Right. So the current average
Expensive.
new house price in the United States is over $400,000.
The market's nuts right now.
It is.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
But the U.S. unemployment rate was 9.2%.
Wow.
That's why we had to get
It's
more
booming,
fast
man.
food jobs.
It's
Come on,
booming.
we need to get these people employed with fast food jobs.
And pay him $7 an hour.
Paying $7 an hour.
I'd expect him to survive.
725,
Goddamn.
AJ.
So ridiculous.
An extra 25 cents makes
Most importantly, though, the Cod War, not Cold War, the Cod War breaks out between Britain and Iceland when Iceland extends its fishing rights to 200 miles.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Wow, I never heard of that. That's interesting.
And never to be
Cod War
undone.
of 1975.
Yes. The United States pulls out of Cambodia.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know why, but your COD War reminded me of that old Sega game, James Pond.
That was
Moving
a,
along,
not a very
Jimmy
good game.
Hoffa. Jimmy, what the fuck? Why did that remind you of that?
'Cause it was a fish.
Echo the dolphin?
James Pond was a fucking frog.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was a frog.
What? No.
I've never even heard of that game before. That's a
Wasn't he a
Sega game?
frog?
I thought it was a
Sure,
frog.
wasn't
You're
like a
right,
James
Viv. He
Pond?
was a fish.
It was
James
a-
Pond 2 RoboCod. There you go.
Oh my god. Robocop.
That's pretty good.
Sure,
I
it was
like that.
a hit.
And Echo the Dolphin was freaking hard.
Yes, I never figured out.
I
the
didn't have a
beginning.
Genesis.
I have no idea how to do it.
Super Nintendo person.
All right, moving along. Jimmy Hoffa goes missing. Never be seen again.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live debuts on NBC.
But
It debuts. Motorola obtains patent for the first portable mobile phone.
Wow.
Kind of redundant.
In
portable
1975?
mobile- Yeah.
Hello, Moto.
Jesus Christ. It was like
Yep.
a desktop computer at that point, though.
But
Like, strapping
signaling
it
the
on your back.
beginning of the end, Chris, Bic launches its first disposable razor. Not to be outdone, they soon released 47 blade monstrosities that they have today.
Yeah,
See, AJ,
that's
this
the money.
is good. This is leading us back to the pre-show. Look how much has changed in, what, 40 years? 45
Yeah.
years?
I know. It's gotten
really-
worse. It's gotten worse, man.
No, it hasn't. You got the internet. The internet.
Yeah.
Made it worse.
Your
Chris, made
razor
it worse.
prices are
May have
insane.
made it worse.
The whole razor thing's such a scam because it's the blade that's cheap, but they charge you a ton of money
Why
for
you
it.
don't shave. You just stop shaving.
I just use an electric razor. I don't care that much.
Yep.
I'm not like Spiv over there. He's got to get that nice, smooth, silky shave every day.
Sandpaper ass, baby ass, sandpaper face. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Sony introduces Betamax videotapes, and the
Oh,
porn
man.
industry is forever changed. JVC and Matsushita introduced VHS.
Matsushita. Hey.
Betamax.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I think a lot of news
There's
stations still
there's,
shoot on beta tapes.
Yeah, that actually might be
They
accurate.
do.
Okay, that's weird. The digital camera by the Kodak company was first invented,
in
And they
1975.
locked it away in a drawer.
Yeah.
and one of the most important and utterly disappointing devices of all time, the laser printer, is invented.
Ooh.
And ever
Changed
since
the
then,
railroad.
paper jams. All right, so our
PC load letter.
what the fuck does that mean?
I don't want to get. I won't. You guys are already upset. I won't go on a tangent. Continue.
I hate laser
Oh,
printers.
let's hear the tangent.
No, it's
Laser
fine. No,
printers.
I don't have a personal vendetta.
It's the
against
same
my
thing with
printer.
the razors. It's like the ink is the expensive item, just like the
No,
razor
that
is.
is.
But it's the
You are
cheap item.
living. You are living in the early 2000s, my friend. Ink is affordable and flows
it?
freely now. Yeah,
Is it
you can get ink
affordable?
like that. You go on
How much
Amazon.
you paying
know,
for an
well,
ink
maybe you don't go
cartridge?
on Amazon. I know that. So you ain't
Yeah,
getting
you
this
just
sweet,
buy a
sweet-
new
Oh,
printer.
you're
and
buying,
start
like,
again.
Maybe
You're
maybe you
buying,
can ask
like-
Google to sell you some ink. I don't know if they
What
do
kind of
that.
printer
now.
do you
Chris,
have?
you're buying ink made out of small children.
He's
from
buying,
Vietnam.
he's buying like, he's buying ink that's like assembled by children and like.
Dude,
what
no
you
offense,
said.
but pretty much
Assembled
everything
by
you're
children.
buying is assembled by some sort of labor somewhere else. No, I have a office printer that Amy got when her business closed, and this thing is
What's the
shit's
brand?
meow, I believe. I don't know. HP, Harry Potter.
HP.
It says you're a wizard on it.
You're
I
a
don't know, it
printer.
works. Printer, Harry.
Does
It
it have
prints
those
with
big
magic.
ink cartridges that are like this? And you have to like.
No,
It's
it's got the
laser.
little ones. These little
Yeah,
ones, and
color.
they pop
Ah.
out, and you just pop it out, and you put a new
Oh,
one
it's
in.
with
and It's
laser.
like, good to go,
It's
motherfucker,
laser.
and starts printing that shit everywhere.
Okay.
Until you run out of magenta when you want to print something in black and white.
Sometimes if I don't print often though, I'll print something and it'll just be like it
I
had
love-
diarrhea and it's shat
That
out
is
all over.
like that is like the printer BS, right? When you design your printer to stop working, printing black and white when it's a color that runs out.
Yeah.
That is like some design.
That's
that'll
some
be big
shit
bullshit.
fucking
Ain't
with
that
you.
some bullshit.
That's
Yeah.
Bic someday. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you can't shave today because you
You
were.
can't print black and white because you ran out of, blue. It's like what?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, no, fuck you. I can print in black and white. You don't need blue for
No,
black.
fuck
You
you.
can get the blank in there.
Moving along, our director for this film was Jack Starrett,
These history holes take forever.
who has
take fucking
32
forever.
director credits. He directed The Losers and Cleopatra Jones. He was an actor in Blazing Saddles and Rambo First Blood. But most recently, he was in Grizzly 2, The Revenge.
Ooh, that's
Lindsay
cool.
watched that.
Yeah.
Oh god, it was rough because
Do you
they
want
spliced
revenge?
in so many stock footage elements. It just there wasn't a lot of original content there to fill out a feature, to say the least.
It wasn't very filling. All right, writers for this film were Lee Frost and Wes Bishop. They did
All
a
right.
few things together, but all you really need to know is they made Whatever.
I'm waiting on bated breath
Whatever.
over here. What?
This is
Oh, the thing with two heads?
yes.
I've never seen that.
From 1972, The Thing with Two Heads. Doctors are forced to transplant the head of a dying racist surgeon onto the body of a black death row inmate.
What?
You've never heard of this?
I've never heard
we're
of
not
this.
doing that. No.
We are not doing this. This is not on our list, but I figured you
Why
had to
are they
know
trying to be
about
as
this.
offensive as
Oh,
possible?
look at the
Because it was
picture.
the
that's
70s. You could do
awful.
that stuff.
A white
Could,
pig's
but
head
should you?
onto
Like,
a Soul Brothers body.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
no.
God, that's
Soul brother.
horrible.
Yeesh.
Speaking of change.
That's why
all
they
right.
invented this
So
little
it's on the
technique where you go.
All right. Most importantly, our stunt coordinator was Paul Knuckles.
Oh, that's a cool name.
All right, that's
Yeah.
Paul's new nickname. But Paul Lilienthal, that's your new nickname from now on.
He did stunts in the original Taking of Pelham, Dogma, Saturday Night
wow.
Fever, Chips. He's done a bunch of stunt
Cool.
work.
Wait, but Dogma is like 30 years later.
1999 was his last credit for
I've
stunts.
been like old.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe.
Makes
I
us
don't know. All right, so moving along, some movies to check out. These are all from the 70s. Actually, they're all from 75 because they just look fucking cool and it got me on a roll.
Nice.
You knew how to make a poster back then.
Oh, you hired an
They
artist
really
to
did-
do it.
Can we
back
just
then.
take a moment to appreciate how cool 70s posters were?
Yeah.
Hey, look at these things.
Poster artwork is amazing.
Like, they're just so good.
Well, that's because you actually
Works
had
of
to draw
art.
it.
That was someone's
they're all
job.
literally
to do
were.
that. Back when
It's so
art,
cool.
when
Just
someone
throw
paid
up
you
a
for
picture
your
from
art.
the movie.
All right, so
That's not what
movies to check
posters
out.
are nowadays, though. A lot of posters are still.
Ultimate War.
Not really.
I know, but they're not as cool.
they're just
I think
exhibit
partially
plates.
the-
Such
From
fucking
Cedar.
boomers.
It's the
You guys are
colors and like
oh,
everything. The
no.
art style is so cool.
boomers. What?
Yeah, you guys are
Talking about?
boomers. You're like, it's different, so it's bad.
No, I heard
Nobody's
what
saying
we
it's
are.
bad.
It's not
Aaron-
bad. It's just like when someone has like an illustrative, style and technique. They're not. No one's hiring illustrators anymore to make
Yeah,
posters.
I hear you.
You know?
It's more
Yeah.
photo manipulation now than
Yeah.
it is like
Yeah.
actual drawing.
Oh, let's make a rock that looks like a dick
But
and
there's
put
still
it on.
there's still creativity
Chris.
and merit to it. I think.
Sure, there is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron,
Dick
we're-
Rock.
We're geriatric
I like this.
millennials.
Geriatric
Yeah.
millennial.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so we need some movies to check out here. We have The Ultimate Warrior, a film of the future.
I like the cast.
Okay, that
Has
looks
Yul
kinda
Brenner
cool.
and Max
Max
von
on
Sydow.
Sydow? Holy shit.
Yes. This looks so cool. Virus Holocaust is not the only plague that threatens our future. New York City, 2012 AD. In a plague-devastated world, one tired man finds a reason to fight. It looks so cool.
That sounds cool. Sounds like
Aaron,
Omega
what would-
Man, kind of.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
What would your be one? What would your one reason be to fight, Aaron?
Over food, protecting my family.
Oh man, I was expecting something more
Wait, you
kick
just
ass.
start randomly fight people?
Oh, I was just curious. I thought you had a
I'm
spark
not
of
a
something
violent-
in you.
A
But
violent person.
you are a very violent person based on our
No,
childhood.
I'm not.
You broke my fucking arm.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm gonna do it
like
again if you keep.
Sounds
it
like a
up.
history of violence if I ever heard one.
A History of Violence. They made that movie just
Yeah.
about Aaron.
Yes, yes. Played by Viggo Mortensen because he looks so
Viggo
much alike.
Mortensen based on you.
They had to hire 3 of him to equal me. All right, we have Doc Savage.
Dun, dun,
Nice.
dun.
Oh
Same
man,
poster.
Doc and the
That's cool.
amazing 5 battle Captain Seas and the Green Death for control of a fabulous resource.
okay.
I have no
What's
idea.
the
But it's,
resource?
God.
Mm.
That sounds like some
fabulous,
nonsense.
whatever it
I'd
is.
watch that though. That
Yeah,
sounds cool.
exactly.
Yeah.
It looks fun. We have The Devil's Reign. Look how cool
Yeah,
that
that
is.
looks cool.
Oh, that
Right.
looks cool.
A Satanist cult leader is burned alive by the local church. He vows to come back to hunt down and enslave every descendant of his congregation by the power of the Book of Blood contracts in which they sold their souls to the devil.
Isn't William Shatner in that?
He shat his pants all over
This
this
might
movie.
just be a prequel to our movie, guys.
I don't
It's got
know.
William
Lindsay.
Shatner
I just
and
saw the covers
Ernest
and
Borgnine.
Borgnine.
man.
Oh, it's got Borgie G in there. Nice.
It's got
All right.
Tom Skerritt and John Travolta.
Whoa.
What?
It's on Sling motherfucking
Tom
TV, which I
Travolta.
don't even know what
It's
that
on
is. Do we have Sling? What is
You have to
Sling?
pay
Yeah.
for Sling.
You have to pay for
Yeah,
Sling.
To pay for slang.
It was on Prime. I don't know.
No,
if
it's
I can-
not. You need a Shout Factory TV subscription.
Oh,
on
Shout Factory.
Amazon.
Man.
I can't keep up
They
with all
they
this.
recommended me
There's
to
too
it after
many.
the Race with the Devil.
All right, so this is a film I've never seen. Kind of embarrassed to admit, but it's fairly popular cult following. We have Rollerball from
yeah.
1975.
Mm,
You see the
that's so
remake?
embarrassing.
Jimmy
That was some hot
Caan.
garbage too.
Oh, it's got Ice Cube.
God
in
damn it.
Ice T?
AJ, Grandpa
No.
AJ.
Oh, LL
some
Cool
hot
J.
garbage.
Drop the ball. Sorry.
Okay, in a corporate controlled future, an ultraviolet
I mean,
sport known as rollerball
future?
represents the world, and one of its powerful athletes is out to defy those who want him out of the game.
That's an awesome poster.
Yeah, that is an
Rollerball.
awesome poster. That's great.
Yeah, that's super cool. And we have to do one more. This is a bunch to recommend, but I think we need to start checking out some more 70s films. So we have Bug.
Whoa.
Can you enhance
This
on that? I don't
this
quite
suit
understand what I'm
super
seeing.
cool.
Doing instead of
Yeah, what's going on there?
Is that
Yeah.
coming
Intro
out
dog?
of her
Oh,
mouth?
God damn
It's
it,
like
I
on
clicked
a.
the wrong thing.
Is it on a telephone? What the
Is that
fuck
a
is
picture
that?
you
Or a
see
mouse?
with your eyes closed.
Oh, it is a phone.
That's cool.
Wait, there's a phone?
She's been bugged.
Yeah, you
the
can
phone's
see the
bugged.
cord coming out the bottom.
Oh,
It's
that's
just-
like a.
Check
just
your
the
car,
FBI
check your
listening in
neck,
on her the
check
whole
your
movie.
hair,
Check your
check
wife.
your bed. They snatching up everybody. Bug from 1975. An earthquake releases a strain of mutant cockroaches with the ability to start fires that proceed to cause destructive chaos in a small town.
That sounds cool. Fire?
So
Do they like
cool.
shoot lasers
Sounds
or
like a
something?
disaster of the film.
Sounds awesome.
That does sound awesome.
We have to check these out. These are so cool.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man, I want to see the stunts on that movie.
I'm apparently a boomer because this shit looks amazing to me. I'm like, yes. I want to watch all these things.
They don't make them like this anymore.
You don't want to see Batman 47? No, I want to watch Bug from 1975. That's all I got for today.
All right, Aaron. Thank you for taking us on that little journey into the past.
Get the fuck out of my RV.
We will get the fuck out and talk about Race with the Devil. But first, a word from our sponsor, which we have none. So I'm going to play this instead. Hey everyone, this is Chris, and just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienightshow.
She died.
We already talked about that, Spiv.
No, I missed it.
Damn, Spiv, show up late.
Missed it.
Come in here, rehashing old news, opening those wounds back up. We healed.
You just played the bad.
I know. I feel bad. I'll get into one. Okay. All right, Scotty P, you weren't here last week. Whatever,
was
next
not.
week, maybe two. I don't know. What did
That
you
would be
think?
true.
That's what I figured. What did you think of Race with the Devil?
I liked it. It was very, very, very predictable, but they did a good job. You know, Peter Fonda knows how to act. The lady from MASH,
Really?
Fat Lips, did a good job screaming.
Fat lips.
That was her nickname on MASH.
Hot lips.
Fat Lips. That was one of those.
Oh, whoops, sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, I would have liked to know more details about how the cult and how they kept finding them, but no, it
Because
was
they're
fun.
everywhere.
cult.
They're everywhere. It's Texas. You know, it's
Texas.
So you were a fan.
out of the
You
way.
were a fan. No, they were.
they
They,
never
were
made
started
it
in
to
Texas.
Colorado. Yeah,
Okay.
they were supposed to start. Well, that's another thing. We can get to that later, but
Yeah.
the distance between
The
their
geography was
destinations
confusing.
It was
It was the
didn't make sense.
70s, a little bit different time.
Mm-hmm.
The
Drugs were
information
flowing.
superhighway wasn't clogging up the airwaves. You get a good, I don't know what I'm saying. Lindsay, what'd you think?
I really enjoyed it. I love these old 70s like car chase exploitation films, and there's a lot of action, great stunts. It was good. I really liked it.
Yeah, there was a lot of stunts in this movie.
So much dirt bike noise.
So much dirt bike noise. Rebecca, what did you think?
I liked it too. The car chases were all interesting. Like there was something different in each one. The acting was good. The music was rather interesting. Didn't always fit with what was happening, but yeah, I thought overall it was pretty good.
AJ.
Yeah, it was pretty enjoyable. Like I'm a big fan of the Satanic Panic content, and man, to just like turn that notch up, right? But it was also just interesting, taking a dive into RV culture and seeing some of that. But it was an enjoyable time.
I was wondering, because no offense, you seem like the kind of person who'd be like, "Fucking RVs are the worst. I hate them." Because your thoughts on
really?
like the Renaissance Fair. I don't know.
so.
I thought maybe you would
Oh,
have
okay.
Renaissance.
because you hate the Renaissance Fair, and this is
My
Texas.
noble
Night.
steed with a 350 V8. All right.
It seemed tangentially related. Like
That's
I don't
fair.
know.
I don't think you know what
I'm
that
actually
is.
more. I would be more pro like maybe like van life, like a sprinter van.
Yeah, I can
done
do
up
that.
over an
Those
RV.
are cool.
RV just seems
Yeah.
impractical to me to like travel around
It's
in.
just so big. I don't need
Yeah.
something that big, but something you still kind of
Yeah.
live out of if you need to.
I
We'll
just
get
saw
into it.
a
We'll get into it.
sprinter van that was converted. It was $54,000.
Yeah,
They're
they're
expensive as
expensive.
hell.
Yeah.
To an RV,
I mean,
though.
there's like on YouTube, there's some really good YouTube creators that are like just doing van like vlogging stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Okay. All right. Aaron, what'd you think?
I love this movie. It was fantastic. I love 70s car chase films. There's just so much character to 70s. I don't know. I didn't grow up in the 70s, but they're just so fun to watch. I swear to God, they killed like 20 people making this movie. It was ridiculous. And it was just fun. It's a simple story, but it's just fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I loved it. It was great. I kind of disagree with you, Spiv. I thought the cleverness of never explaining the cult was pretty actually kind of cool to me. Because it added to the paranoia element that plays out during the second act between some of the characters. And it's never clear. And I kind of like that. And the way the movie ends on an ambiguous note, even though it's obviously implied they probably all died. But that's kind of cool.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, we're going to get... I mean, oh my God. What did I do? Oh,
They were just trying to get that library book
This is
back.
a new
that they
release,
stole.
Chris. Come on.
a new release movie came out. Yeah, this was great. It is slower paced, but not as like the movie's a slow pace.
it
It's just
though?
like the slower pacing
pretty
of a
quick, I
70s
thought.
movie.
Yeah, it was moving
felt
along.
It felt longer than an hour and a half, though, or hour and
It
20
did.
minutes, or however long it was. It felt like it was a 2-hour movie, but it never drug.
No, but I like these moments, like these slice of life moments that movies don't do nowadays a lot of times because they're like, you got to
People are
keep the
too
audience interested and you can't have these little moments. But it felt so real. I've been hanging out with a friend outside drinking in the middle of the night talking about shit. And it's like, this is like what real people do, right? And that's what I liked. So you got invested in this. I didn't like the characters really that much. It was, misogynistic in a 70s movie kind of way where the men are, well, the manly man, and I'll jump on a snake because I would never fucking do that. And the women just scream in the background and might as well not even be in the movie.
I mean, all the
So I
women's
got a little-
dialogue was, yeah.
That was like
I'm forgiving of that stuff because it is a totally different time period.
it's a different.
I'm not
time
saying it's
period,
right, but
still, like-
standards were different. People were different. It is what it is. It's
I-
not like overly offensive.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I hear you, but I don't know if that's what people were like or if that's what it's portrayed like. For instance, that snake thing, like, you're just telling me these guys are okay with like rattlesnakes? Like, I would be freaking the fuck out.
How did none
Well,
of
they
them
were
get
kinda
bit?
freaking out.
Yeah.
I thought he did
I
get
don't know.
bit, it looked like. 'cause
Nobody
it
I
hit
thought
his
so,
hand.
too.
Got his
Down to
pants.
his
That
pant leg,
that
yeah.
scene genuinely terrified me because
Yeah.
I fucking hate
Yeah.
snakes. Even with it on the screen right now, I'm like, I don't even want to look at it.
Yeah,
That
they're
was
terrifying.
like some crazy.
It was such a
footage.
long scene too.
Yes.
Like it just kept just get them out of the RV. Get them out.
Well, then halfway through, you realize there isn't just one snake. There's 2 snakes.
yeah.
And
Why didn't they just stop the RV? And then turn the
It
snakes
was
off?
stopped.
It was
Wouldn't
stopped
be
at
as
that
actual
point.
it
driving.
was
Well, at that
crashed at
point, 'cause
that
he crashed
point.
into a tree.
Yeah.
He was like on the side of the road for a long time too.
Mhm.
It was pretty bad. I mean, those things handle like a bathtub, right? I feel like we have to
70s,
just talk
yeah.
about RVs first before we really. get
Okay,
into that.
talk about RVs.
So you got your
I wanna
Class
talk
A
about
motorhomes. Take it away, AJ.
All right. So this RV they got, it's like a brand new spanking 1970s. What was it? A Vogue? Is that the brand?
Something like that, yeah.
Dude, did you see how tiny those tires are on that fucking thing? It's a miracle those don't blow out. And like,
Right?
you know,
They
first
probably
100
blow out all the
miles.
time.
Yeah, they probably did.
It was super top heavy.
And Emily, this
Fjording
part,
rivers in it all the
this.
time. Yeah.
yeah, driving over the river, that is definitely like a motorcycle guy thing. And these guys are motorcycle guys, right? Just like, oh, we'll go right over the
overlanding.
river. You know, we can do that.
We got this.
This is overlanding before it was overlanding.
What did you think about the RV?
This is when you could actually like camp anywhere
Yeah, what?
and
Yeah.
not get arrested.
Can you do that?
Back
No,
in the
because
day,
then you
that's
get
a
killed by a
random road.
cult.
yeah, that's why you can't anymore. The cult will get you.
There's a
What do
good
you think
road
the
to
gas mileage was
Delaware.
on that
Let's go
thing?
down there.
Oh, gas miles. don't have
2
to be
miles a
exact.
gallon.
It's like
Yeah,
8 miles
'cause-
a gallon.
RVs today, like they take like $300 to fill up, right? It's like it's absurd.
At least.
the amount of
And
gas
this
they
is
take.
and this thing probably didn't have any power steering or power brakes or anything.
Oh yeah.
So imagine
good
trying
point.
to handle that thing.
But it
That's
did
why
have
you
that
need a
giant
real
color
man.
TV in there, right?
You got that fucking microwave probably weighs like
fucking
300
bar was
pounds
sweet.
too.
These guys are drinking constantly.
They are
70s.
alcoholics.
When was
sorry.
the
We're
gas
on
shortage?
vacation.
Was that during this?
In the 70s, yeah.
Oh, was it really?
I think that was
Yeah.
more like 77. I mean, it's right around the same time period,
Yeah.
though.
Similar time. Yeah, I don't, maybe not quite in that 75, but
Well, what I thought, because the movie opens with a whole bunch of biking, right?
Yes.
Which is cool scenes, and there is some
cool.
biking scenes sprinkled throughout. But I thought this was gonna come back to play in some way. Like, there's
yeah,
gonna
I
be
thought
a
on the
so, too.
highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was gonna be like a motorcycle gang after them or something. Because they played up so much. You know?
No,
I think the-
instead their motorcycles get destroyed like
Right away. I think
Oh,
the biggest
guess what I
reason there
used to
were motorcycles in it is because Peter Fonda.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That was
Okay.
probably something that he pushed for, I would think.
It could have been
Well-
too like they just didn't have the budget to continue in these dangerous motorcycle stunts.
that's fair.
Well, they do use it as like earlier filler scenes to keep the movie
Mhm.
entertaining with like that race and stuff. Really serves no purpose otherwise. And
Yeah.
he crashes into water. Would that not like ruin the bike?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
a miracle he didn't get killed. Frankly, like that's so dangerous to be doing that.
No, the stunt guy knew it was coming.
Yeah. The cult stuff. It's obvious, and then there is no surprises, right? Till the very end. Like you just it just kind of goes, and you're like, okay, I guess
There's
the
no
cult's just
surprises. There's
Yeah.
no surprises.
Okay, so they go across the river and they make their camp, and then
Yep.
at night across the river they see them
The
starting
ritual.
up the
They make a big
fire and doing
fire,
this ritual, and they're looking through the binoculars. But when they get noticed, the guy's looking across the river, and it's so obvious that there's a camper there. It's like, didn't they have someone on
Right.
like camper duty to say, okay, make sure there's no idiots out here,
Yeah,
Well, they had all
someone
the
do a
lights
quick
off.
sweep.
right? Just
See?
make sure the coast is clear.
you don't see a giant camper lit up on top of the mountain next to you.
I think because the guys were out drinking and the ladies were going to bed, right? So I think all the
yeah,
lights
you
were
didn't
off
have
by
like
this
super
point.
bright LEDs
that's
blasting
fair.
everybody's eyeballs
That's
out.
fair. The
No,
lights
but
might have
when
been
they
off.
But
when
it
they
was
do
a
the
full
reverse shot,
moon.
it was very bright. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, there
well,
was
they
a full
lit it
moon,
little
alright.
bit. Yeah, look what they're wearing, man. They were like big
That's
money
winter.
70s. Do you see those coats? They got those aspen coats on. Look at that.
Right?
Damn.
They
Look at
said
that collar,
the RV
man.
was
Look at that hat.
the RV was like
RV.
$36,000 or something,
Yeah.
which is about $170,000 now. So they had some money,
No, I mean,
Yeah.
they own a motorcycle dealership and have a
right?
race
Yeah, these
team.
guys some
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah, that shop was cool too.
That
I
is
want to
cool.
talk. I want to talk about this bonfire though. Have you guys?
Okay.
I made a fire this weekend.
Was
Good
it that
job.
big?
Oh, okay.
Getting a
Congrats.
fire that big cannot be easy, right? That is a
It's
big
fun.
fucking fire.
It's
With
fun
it,
to have a
it's-
huge
Yeah.
ass
It's so
fire.
hot though.
Have you ever been like near a huge fire like that? Like
Mm-hmm.
a bonfire?
The
It's
heat
pretty
that comes
cool.
off
Only
is
in a few cult
insane.
rituals that I partake.
I forgot
Yeah, but
my
like-
robe.
But this is what happens. We're like, we're drinking, blah 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 blah. Hey, what's that? And all of a sudden, it's like the biggest bonfire you've ever fucking seen in your life.
Yeah.
They
What
just
what did
blow
they
that
throw
right
down
out.
on that? That thing like lit up the night. They threw something
I know.
into
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
It was
Gasoline.
fast.
Kerosene,
Ah.
maybe.
That's interesting
they-
that they blurred the nudity there.
That was how
Yeah.
they shot
So
though, the way
too,
they
'cause
did
it-
that.
Yeah.
Was this supposed to be like the flame? Because you ever see like
Mhm.
gas, you can't quite see through it because it's
Yeah.
vaporous or something. I don't know what I'm saying, but something
Wouldn't
like
they have noticed the people piling up all of that wood?
Yeah,
Too
maybe.
much.
Maybe they
Maybe
just
the
like
wood pile was already
pre-made it
there.
the day before. Yeah.
They had prepped it
that?
exactly.
They pulled up
Mhm.
in their RV
Your minions do
during the day,
that. Your minions
and they
do
didn't
that.
look around at the huge ass wood pile sitting right there because
How far away
if
were
they're-
they though? They had to use binoculars.
Yeah, that's fair.
dude, if you're in a cult and they're
They're in the
like,
brush.
it's ritual day, oh fuck, you know what that means is I gotta walk 42 logs over to this goddamn fire we're making.
So maybe this answers your question. These poor bastards already set this log pile up. They're not going to
Yeah.
go move it just because some asshole in an RV parked nearby.
Exactly.
Right? Exactly.
They're like, all right, I guess
Perfect
we're
sense.
gonna have our ritual and then we're gonna chase these guys down.
Mhm.
Might even be kind of fun.
And man, those chases though, those
God.
chases are so good, so good.
The amount of bodies flopping around and stuff. Like, did they kill real people? There was only
They
one that
killed
looked like a dummy. Like a lot of
Yeah,
them.
the guy that
No,
was
that-
on top that got hit by the bridge, that was
That
just
was
like
great.
stiff
He
arm
sounds
dummy.
Yeah.
My favorite
you got
part
it?
about this
Yes.
this movie and these scenes is they ramp up the ridiculous absurdity
Right
of
there.
them.
He's like,
They get so much more absurd. Like the elaborate
The teetering
ambush
truck?
with the school kids on Sunday.
oh my god,
There's
I don't
no
touch a
kids in
school bus on
school.
Sunday.
Yeah, like that was some like bad movie prime shit right there.
Oh
right?
Yeah, the
god.
truck
That
up
was
on
great.
2 wheels.
It's just like to buy into this world. It's like literally everyone on this highway we've been driving for days is part of this
It's
cult
against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and is against you. And because otherwise, but they pull up. Yeah, you're right. They pull up in the line with the school kids or the school accident.
Yeah,
all those people are
everyone's-
part
All
of
those
the
people
cult.
are in it. Everyone's against you.
Well, and I'll point out they start in San Antonio, and they're trying to get to Amarillo to talk to the police, right?
Yes.
I looked it up on Google. It's like
Where's
an
New
8-hour
Zealand on
drive.
It's how much?
It's an 8-hour drive,
That's a
We
long
could do
drive.
that.
and they were like 3 days in, and they weren't there yet.
Wow.
Well, let's think about this.
well-
8 hours at what? How
In an
many?
RV.
How many
2
an
miles
hour?
per gallon.
yeah.
You have to stop the
Stop
gas
it for the
47
dog. The
times.
dog has to
Right.
stop
Well,
twice a
by
day.
then the dog was dead for half of minutes.
that was some
Spoilers.
dark shit.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, the thing that was hanging and they took down, that's an actual
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah,
That's a real
yeah.
dog.
It really
There
is.
is no Humane Society representative on set of this film.
Yeah, that
All
was a real
animals
dog.
were
Yeah.
harmed
a
in the
dog?
making of this
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah,
Maybe it was
Laura
one that
read
was-
they drugged the dog.
I
and
think they
actually hung
drugged
up
it.
there,
But
yeah.
even the snakes, they're actually hitting the
Yeah.
I
snakes
know.
with the metal
I didn't like that
rod.
when they were slapping the snake. Look at him. He's like, "Fuck you, snake."
I'm gonna make
Like,
you
that's not
angrier.
nice. Yeah.
I want to talk about the RV park. 'Cause
Okay.
Culturally,
God.
culturally, the RV park is a weird thing to me, right?
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys think about RV parks as like
I
a
don't
wanna be there.
concept?
I don't understand why you would get an RV to be by yourself and then go park it with a bunch of people.
It's the only
Because
place you
that's
can park
what
it.
Americans do with everything.
Look, we like we like living in tribes. We like being around other people. Okay, and you need a place to plug in your RV and empty the shitter. Okay, you can't just do that on the
true.
side of the road, Rebecca. And so,
You can, but
what-
it's not very
well,
legal.
again,
Well,
That
they didn't
couple
use that
that, like,
tactic.
Oh, that couple.
Why
yeah.
didn't they use
The
that?
couple
Was the
that
couple part of the
storms
cult?
on board and
Yeah,
is
they
so
just
weird.
walk right in.
Hendricksons.
Yeah, it
We're
reminded
your
me of
neighbors.
that
They were
scene in
very
About
friendly.
Schmidt. You guys
Well-
seen that movie About Schmidt?
the
Jack
Jack Nicholson movie.
Nicholson?
Yeah.
That same scene happens in that movie, pretty much verbatim.
I think that scene made sense in the movie where they were kind of out there on, not in the Jack Nicholson movie, but like where they went to this park because they were trying to be around people because they were scared
they
they
were
would be behind
scared.
by a cult.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it made
And
sense in
then-
that sense. Yeah.
But
So they
yeah,
were
I wouldn't
surrounded by
want to
cult
go.
members.
Like I don't want to talk to rando people like at a thing, right?
I feel like
Do you?
there's some really weird people at RV parks. Like,
Well, this
I
is
think there's
because
some really weird people on this podcast.
and this was the 70s too. Isn't there connection with like RV parks and RV culture with like swinging in the 70s? Because they came right on.
Probably,
They were
sure.
super
I
friendly,
could
and I
see
was like,
that.
"Where's this going?"
They're all
Yeah.
swingers. See, I'd
Yeah.
swing with that.
See, that's
You
what
You
I
guys
was
want to
saying.
come over for dinner?
See, I don't even think these people were part of the cult. I think this is just what it's like to be a woman at the pool. Like just everybody
I think
fucking
you're right.
creeps.
In the 70s,
Just
right?
fuck...
I
No,
was
I mean,
waiting.
Or anytime, really.
Chris,
She kept
people don't
having-
stare at you in the pool.
no.
Happens to me all the time.
Yeah. Do you guys go to pools a lot? Public pools?
No, God no.
No.
I don't
Not
want to.
anymore.
I don't let anyone see anything ever.
I wear a shirt.
I'm just the guy creeping, sitting there going.
Like a creepy grandma.
Creepy.
They kept playing up her like thing though, like everyone was staring at her, and
Yeah.
She was
Paranoid. Adds
very
to the whole
paranoid,
paranoia.
yeah.
She also kind of
Okay.
had like they played up her as almost like very intuitive with her senses. Like she could pick up on danger and stuff, like almost like in a mysticism kind of way. She was always
So
like
could a
ahead of
dog.
them.
The dog
was
always
waiting for
barked
that.
when they
Yeah.
were near.
And I thought they were
knew.
going to play
Special
that up
powers.
more with her
yeah.
as the movie progressed, but it didn't really.
They find that note.
What's a rune?
Witchcraft. It's some kind of message. I don't know what this is, though.
Looks like some kind of hieroglyphics or something.
what's a rune?
I mean, didn't the
This is
police
like
just
20
put it
years
there?
after Lord of the Rings.
I mean, the shot
Excuse
prior,
me,
there were
you
like
didn't
20
you didn't
cops
read
on that.
Lord of the Rings?
Excuse
Runes
me.
are in Lord of the Rings, Spiff?
Runes are an
I
Old
guess
Norse
they are.
writing system.
How did the police squad miss that note on the window when they were dusting it in the last
I
scene?
was wondering that too.
Like they
I
really
didn't. I
planted
thought
it, right?
they
put
planted it.
there.
That's
yeah.
what, yeah, they had to have.
Yeah, that's like a little bit of the tease of like what's going on with the cult, but not enough to really say anything or mean anything.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just to imply they're. I mean, nobody else makes a huge bonfire and sacrifices somebody. That's just like straight. That's like number one on a
Have you
cult
tried
list,
it?
right? No, I'm just saying. I like s'mores.
You haven't been to an RV park.
Yeah, that'd be true in an RV park.
It's what happens after the swinger thing.
Yeah,
Well,
it's Sunday
You
night.
didn't
That's
make the
Saturday
cut.
night.
You didn't make the cut.
Now
we're
you're
roast
gonna
you.
get cut.
Yeah.
What would be better is if in this movie they didn't see the woman get sacrificed, and it turns out like they're just a bunch of swingers having big sex around a
Big
bonfire.
orgy.
That would have been
Killing
the
a
twist,
dog,
the
yeah.
Shyamalan twist, right?
So they think they're being chased by a cult or something the whole time.
Yeah, but
well,
it's
and
never.
the only reason they get
But it's
chased right
just
is
people,
because
regular
Peter
people.
Fonda grabs the bloodied sand and they're going to go test it to see if it's human
Yeah.
blood.
And they talk. They keep talking openly about everything that happened, and they talk at the RV park to the couple about everything. They just like won't stay quiet, like the note had told them to. Right.
Well, they finally get wise to it, which I did like when they're like going and buying a gun,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just like they're ready
Yeah.
for some fucking shit. He's loading that gun up.
Yeah,
He's like,
that
oh, we're
was
gonna
cool.
shoot everybody. That was cool. And they're like, they started to play in a way that was smart, where he's like, I'm gonna go check the phone. You lock the door behind me. Keep an eye out. He comes back. So it's like, oh wow, yeah, they're getting wise to what's going on. I like that. And then
And
they
that was a
blow-
quick purchase of a gun too. Like
Very
in
quick.
and
Yeah,
out.
back then. Yeah.
Give me that shotgun. All right.
Oh man.
Happy hunting. Man, look at that. That guy fucking
That
jumped
was
off the
crazy. What a time to be alive.
The
cool.
bar fight scene was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting
yeah.
for that to happen.
Oh yeah.
Just
Has
kidding.
anyone
this
ever
is
been in a
random.
bar with a bar fight like that? Has broken
No.
out?
I've
like that.
I've seen one.
That's a question I
Yeah.
wrote down too.
Yeah,
I was curious.
I've seen somebody get smashed in the face with a beer bottle like 3 feet from me.
Oh,
and I'm
really?
like,
Ooh,
I
that's
think it's
hurt.
time to go.
And
Wow.
was it fun like all movies imply? Bar
No,
fights are
it
fun?
was terrifying. I'm like, I don't want to get cut
Yeah,
or beat
right.
or pushed or anything. I
Yeah.
want to leave now.
Yes. And then you get the teetering truck, which
That
is
was
just
awesome.
That was cool.
awesome.
That's so cool.
There were some pretty cool sequences in that.
See, I thought
Why
he
does
was
he
gonna
stay
like get
on
on the
two
bike and like
I
drive
know.
it
I
off
thought so too.
and
It was
like
so
some
cool.
shit.
But
Oh,
at that
man,
point,
so
it was
cool.
already like
Yeah, they
pieces of the tire are missing, and the gas
Yeah.
tank is punctured, and
I love that shot where the car explodes before it gets off the bridge somehow.
yeah.
doesn't
Oh, it's not this one. There's
Oh.
this one.
Yeah, that was good. And I also want to talk about his terrible aim with a shotgun and just shooting
Oh
the side
my
of the
God.
truck.
Well,
my
like,
God.
they are
awful.
moving.
Well, because
They're moving.
they're bouncing around so much,
Yeah.
and he's in the back
Right.
with the shotgun, like all over the place. I'm like, he's gonna accidentally shoot one of the women in the head.
Exactly. I
Yes.
thought he was going to.
That would have been insane.
That would've
I mean,
been
that happens in what is that? Dawn of the Dead remake or something?
Mm.
Something like that, where they're bouncing around. He like chainsaws a person in half or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different movie though.
Could have happened in this. Where was there the chainsaws? When they first get attacked, they first get jumped. Was he beating the guy with like a vacuum cleaner?
It was some kind
Hose?
of.
Like a
what was that?
window
Like a
squeeze.
It was like a
a
shower
squeegee.
curtain rod or
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
Oh, this is not it. All right, what are you talking about? Beating? a guy
When
with-
when he's like on the
When the
back of the
first-
window and
yeah.
they're trying to kick him
Yeah.
off. I thought he lifted him up into the glass at the end there and like killed him. I couldn't tell what was happening.
Yeah, it looked like it. That was pretty brutal.
he kicks a guy off the door. and
That was
shit.
man, this guy.
This is-
That's
Man,
Bam!
that is-
Fuck your face.
That is
That's
like-
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a
man.
movie.
Still has
The
his
end.
sunglasses on.
End. I love the end. Oh, and I loved everything, but I like
Yeah.
the intro. Really set the tone. It had this cool tree animatic artwork thing. I think it was animated, but I'm not positive. Like it didn't look like a real tree. It looked like a drawing. But I'm gonna play it.
So
Dude,
cool.
that's so
cool.
cool.
That was cool. This movie reminds me of a couple movies. It reminds me of Breakdown with Kurt Russell.
Oh man.
classic.
And then what was the one
It's
with
got the
Cuba Gooding
paranoia
Jr.
element.
where they're in the RV and they get trapped in traffic and they divert into the
Oh,
city?
Judgment Night.
Judgment
Yeah,
Night.
Yes.
it's like Judgment Night
That's
too.
a great movie.
They're all like
We should do
combining.
Judgment Night.
We should
do
totally watch Judgment Night.
Yeah.
That's
There's
got
a-
Emilio, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Amelia.
There was and
Jeremy Piven.
Vince Vaughn? Not Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. It'd be
Who's
way
all in
worse.
that movie? Who's in that movie?
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary. Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
Dennis
he's the bad
Leary.
guy.
Yep.
That's great.
It's a great movie. And Christian Slater, one of the Slaters.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, he is in
Jeremy
it, right?
Piven,
I thought he was.
Emilio Estevez. Everlast is in it.
Everlast.
You don't really know what it's like to have to lose or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was a really cool shot at the end of the movie where they're pulling up after they get off the road and it's right at sunset and it's got that
Oh,
cool
yeah.
circled sun flare. That,
That was
was
cool.
that was an awesome shot.
The very end,
Hmm.
slowing this
man.
shit down to 4 frames, and then the flames appear, and I'm like, well, you could probably fucking drive through those, but it doesn't matter.
It was
What a
such
way to
a
end the
great
movie.
coincidence that they drove right into the
Right there.
Right
the
into
oval
the
of gasoline.
Well, see, the problem
Yeah.
is every
Gasoline,
time
it
they
was
stopped,
magic.
they started drinking.
Yeah.
What's
Maybe maybe it was all just drunk
stressed.
hallucinations.
They're probably sitting there for hours with the
Is
cult
that
members
not a normal
around,
thing to do,
dripping the
Spin? Is that-
gasoline.
What I thought what they would see is like a little torch, and then another one, and then another one, and then and
That
like
would be
they would
cool.
just be like engrossed by people. They turn the
That'd
lights
be
on. There's just a
cool.
million people, and they just run. And then Peter Fonda's like, oh,
But
and then
it's like
movie
the
ends.
game.
And
It's
then
like
you
the
get a
game where it's like
Peter
actually
Fonda
not
one-liner.
real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
grabs
it's
the
not real.
shotgun.
And you're like,
not real.
Wait, none of
Happy
this was real?
birthday!
This movie fucking dumb, but I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, well, because they're like, we need to get off the road because it's about to be dark and we don't have any headlights. So they drive way the fuck off the road, even though they're being chased by devil worshippers. It's like,
Yeah.
I would have found every flashlight and like duct taped it to the front just so I could
Right.
see. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you go
Truly.
way off the beaten path when these people are after you?
Where we're going, you don't need lights.
I think they were so adamant about getting to Colorado to go skiing when I would have been like, let's just fucking go back home. We were there yesterday. We just went in that direction. We'd be all right. We'd be back
Depending on
in
where you live.
downtown San Antonio. Who cares? We're in San Antonio then.
They kept
That would have
taking
been cool too.
those like the directions. Like you can't trust anybody. Don't listen that it's
Yeah,
right down
exactly.
there.
Hmm.
Just use your GPS.
You didn't bring a
Phones aren't
map
working.
along.
And they never like warn anybody. Like they stop with a construction worker, they get directions, and like, dude, how about telling them there's some crazy people chasing you, and you're like,
He was
you
one
know,
of them, AJ.
they're trying to murder you.
Everybody's one of them.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Everyone. Let's take a look inside this beautiful RV. Oh, my god.
man,
Oh, I
let's
love
look
the
at that.
curtains.
Yeah. Curtains,
that's so
beautiful.
beautiful.
Microwave.
Everything is.
You cook a duck in there or whatever he says. You can brown a chicken or something.
It was like water off a duck's
Look at this
ass or
microwave.
whatever.
What did you just say? Water from a duck's ass?
Water off a
Water
duck's
off
ass
a
or
duck's
whatever.
back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, back.
Oh,
not-
okay.
From last week. It's a callback to last week. I still don't
Yeah.
get it. I mean, it
I don't know. It's something I don't understand. All right. Anything else with Race with the Devil?
Yes, you should watch it.
Oh, was this before Easy Rider or after Easy Rider?
Ooh.
I think it
Because
was
Fonda
after.
after. Okay, I was curious
think.
about that.
Easy Rider was 1969.
Yeah. Okay, so this was much farther after.
Much further.
Okay. Because this also just has that kind of cross country feel, kind of like
Sure.
you know.
I liked it. I like that cross country thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's some Hills Have Eyes kind of takes this kind of whole idea
Yeah.
as well. But it's cool because it was
cool.
it was really good at like isolating these people.
Have you ever seen Road Games? The one where they're in Australia in a truck
With
Is
Jamie
Sigourney-
Lee Curtis.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis. This kind of reminds me of that too, where you're isolated in the middle of nowhere and you're just driving and
Games?
people are after you. Yeah,
That sounds
that's a
cool.
great movie.
This does sound cool. I've never
It's a
seen
great
this.
movie.
We're doing it on the channel, AJ.
It's too good for
Italian
the
All
channel.
road trips
Australian
all the time.
Flasher night. All right.
We're
Anything else,
starting a new
guys?
road trip channel. Just road trip movies.
All right. I'd be down.
One thing is, Franklin from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre was in this movie, but I couldn't figure out who
Oh, yeah?
he was.
Ah.
That's cool.
He's probably one of the people in a robe or something. I don't think it
Probably
was
a
a
guy
very
who got
big role.
Shot in the chest, number 3 on Dan.
Paul gives an interesting comment. They reveal a lot of key faces in those
Yeah.
final shots. So that's actually
was there.
I didn't notice that. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Because
RV
like
people were in
the
it.
RV people was the librarian, one of the gas station guys. I don't
Sexy
know.
librarian.
It was like everybody that they
It feels like
they
Hot
came into
Fuzz.
contact
It's just like
with.
literally everybody.
That's cool.
Everybody in the town.
All right. Anything else? Can we move on?
Chucklers.
Let's do this. Okay. Does anyone have any alternate titles?
Mm.
Oh my god.
Satan is my co-pilot.
Okay. That's a way to go. I guess.
Satan take the wheel.
That's good.
Cruising with Satan. Don't mess with Texas. An easy rider to hell.
That's pretty cool.
I have one.
Okay.
The devil and Mrs. Houlihan.
Who's Mrs. Houlihan?
She played Hot Lips Houlihan on MASH.
Oh, Houlihan.
Fat
Oh,
lips.
from that.
What did you
Fat lips.
Fat lips.
Fat.
Smelly lips. Aaron, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Fonda and Oates, the road trip years.
That's a good one.
That's it. I didn't make any. I just
Oh my god.
I'm winging it.
What is going on?
I'm winging
Titties
it.
with the devil, race with the titties.
Race with titty devils, titty RV, titty V.
Titty travelers.
Recreational titty.
All right.
Titty park.
I got climbing in your window, snatching your people up. National Lampoon's Satanic Vacation.
There you go.
Nice.
Damien goes on a road trip. Vacation season of the witch. And the hills have naked guys. Even though it's mostly all women, I think. But
Yeah.
I always like that in a cult movie where they're like, yeah, let's get some ugly fat people and
Oh,
gross
yeah.
old men in here, hairy old asses and shit. And you get all that in cult
Like
movies.
the end of
I'm game.
Hereditary, all those naked
Yeah.
old people.
Jesus.
It's like
I'm one of them. That's me.
Me.
It's like all the colors of the dark, Chris.
Yeah.
That girl
We've
seemed
talked
to be
about
like a willing sacrifice, right? Like she
Mhm.
was.
Yeah.
So what would it
seemed
take
alright
for
with it.
you? Yeah, what would it take for you to be a willing sacrifice to a devil cult?
My guess is they probably have leverage on her somehow. Right?
Or drugs.
Or
Or
drugs.
Yeah, it's like some Charles Manson bullshit where they like gaslighted her into
It was
thinking
the
this is what she
Probably.
wanted. And
Yeah, exactly.
I would do it for a shitload of money.
But you can't. You're
But you're
dead.
gonna die.
Your family
I would
gets
get
the
my
money?
stand-in double to play me. At the very end, when they're like about to sacrifice me, I'm like, I'm not a virgin. And they'd be like, yes, you are. I'd be like, yeah. We did get an email about that. We can do that. We'll save that for the emails later. A literal email, Spiff.
Wow.
Exciting stuff.
Was
Oh,
this
Irene sent in
1975?
some alternate titles. Let's see here. Snakes on an RV. I'm surprised no one said that.
Oh,
pretty
God.
good one.
Vacation from Hell, and what the fuck is that ending?
It was.
I mean,
cool
how
ending.
do you?
I liked
How would
it.
you
I
end
liked it,
this? Yeah, you would have to because there was no villain per se.
Do
It
you
was-
show them getting all murdered? That's
Well,
I'm
you
surprised
could
they
have
didn't
them
do
get
the
home.
bloodbath ending. Yeah,
You could have them get home, but as they pull into the driveway, they notice all these people who are like watching them.
that'd be cool.
Like the cult has reached the whole way to their home, or
or
something.
he
I-
like goes to work the next day and they show up to buy motorcycles from him or something.
I like the ending, but it did seem a little abrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But
I was like,
but
oh,
it
Well,
worked.
it's like so
credits, okay.
intense, and then it's over.
well, so you could do the ending that it did, and then fade out and have an epilogue, and they're back in the motorcycle shop selling motorcycles. But then they do like a thriller thing where they look at the camera and their eyes are all devilly.
What do eyes look that are devilly, Spiff?
Like in the thriller
Like
videos.
cat eyes.
Contacts.
Like he was a
They weren't
fucking werewolf.
possessed.
Your face is a werewolf.
God
Not sure
damn
what that
it,
means.
Spiff. Can't believe you went there. Anyways, anything else, or can we move on and play a game?
Irene thought they were going to get away.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of conflict, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly questionable. Shall we play?
Bam.
Oh,
This looks fun.
All right, so we have a music quiz because Shouted at the Devil was in my head, Friend of the Devil was in my head. So these are all
You need Jesus up in you.
these are all songs that have devil in the title.
Oh,
Okay.
just like every Rob Zombie song, right? Yeah.
There's no
My
Rob
mother's a
Zombie.
devil.
So we've got Run Devil Run by Paul McCartney, Little Devil by The Cult, Devil Woman by Ringo Starr,
Oh, wow.
Devil Inside by INXS,
Oh man, yes.
Take the
Great song.
Devil by The Eagles, Dance with the Devil by Bad Company, Devil Woman by Cliff Richard, and My White Devil by Echo and the Bunnymen.
Echo and
All
the
right.
Bunnymen?
All
All
right.
right. All right.
So we've
I
got-
know, like 2 of these. Okay.
They're between
Yeah.
This is hardcore.
6 and 8 seconds long.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Number 1.
Don't be perverted, Aaron.
it's not very loud.
I hear it. I don't know. Bad Company.
We got some
No.
like
You want
twang in
that
it.
again?
That was the Eagles, wasn't it?
Wasn't
that the
Yeah, that
Eagles?
sounds like Eagles. That's an Eagles guitar if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, it does sound like
I say we try Eagles.
She's
for
got devils. She knows how to use them.
So you're going Eagles.
I'm going
Yeah.
Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going Eagles too.
I don't
Alright.
know.
Here comes number 2.
Bad Company.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's totally
a-
Bad Company.
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay, Bad Company.
Bad Company.
All right, here comes number 3.
Paul McCartney.
Ringo Starr.
Paul McCartney. It definitely sounds like
Jet.
McCartney.
It has that McCartney like.
It's either that or Echo and the Bunnymen because I'm not familiar with that song.
Yeah.
Is that what I go?
All right. I guess they're
That
saying
could be
Ringo.
McCartney.
Wait,
That
what are we
sounds-
saying?
that sounds like-
That
McCartney.
could be Ringo. That could be Ringo too.
Mm. I think I know the Ringo one.
Devil Woman.
Let's keep going.
Maybe.
That could be an optional one. That's either
Alright,
A or
we'll
B,
leave
or
3.
A and C.
All right, here comes 4.
That's definitely Echo and the Bunnymen.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm
Yeah.
I
intrigued.
don't know that one.
This is what it sounds like when I go to the bathroom.
It's too experimental. It has to be Echo and the Bunnymen.
Is it?
Sure.
That's
Listen
my
to
guess.
the voice
I
though.
don't know.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you want that one again?
No. We don't need it again.
We're
Okay.
Moving
All right.
on.
That's gonna haunt
Here
me
comes
for
the-
the rest of the night.
Here comes number 5.
That's NXS. Devil Inside.
Devil inside.
Devil inside.
All right, have a
Cha-cha-cha.
number 6.
Little Devil the Cult.
That's Cliff Richard.
That's Devil
Is it
by
Cliff
Cliff
Richard?
Richard. Yep.
Okay.
All right, number 7.
That sounds like a cult.
Cult?
Yeah.
The Cult? I'd say The Cult.
Okay, number 8.
Ringo.
Yeah, that sounds like Ringo.
I don't know.
No.
Doesn't sound like it
Yeah.
to me, but
Play that one again?
That one could be the Eagles.
It's a trick. They're all the Eagles.
all the Eagles.
Don Henley's from hell.
This is hard. I don't know.
Yeah. I think we got a couple of them.
Yeah.
So, what are you saying for 3? Is that
That sounds like
We
Paul
said
McCartney.
McCartney.
It's got to be McCartney. Yeah.
It sounds like Paul McCartney.
all right? So then you're saying this one was Ringo?
Sure.
No, but
Or
let's
the
go with
Eagles. Yeah.
I'm gonna
That could be the Echo and the Bunnyman.
play B again. What was?
Wait, which
Or the,
Two?
this the second one, number 2.
Second one.
this one?
B.
That's Bad Company.
Yeah.
Got
said-
a
I think the
devil
first
that you
one we
know.
thought was the Eagles. All right. Yeah. And here's that guitar. That has to be the Eagles. Is that
That
generic?
might be Ringo. though.
I don't know. I'm second guessing everything now.
I think that one's Ringo and the other one is
Stick
is
with
the,
their
There were only
guts.
there were only 2 that I knew for sure. The rest I have no
the
goddamn
meatly
clue.
one is the Eagles.
I think A is Ringo, and then or 1 is Ringo, and 8 is
Is
the Eagles.
Fine.
Eagles. All right, we'll do
Fine.
that. We'll
So you
switch
wanna
them up.
switch that?
We'll
All
switch
right.
them.
Sorry, guys.
If it's wrong, it's all on you.
We've got one on the thread.
All right. Let's
If
see
it's
how
wrong,
we
you
did.
have to listen to every Eagles album.
So this is number 1.
Oh, the Cole.
Oh, really?
This is number
Look
one.
at that
Sound like
music
that's
video.
Oh no.
Damn.
Turn this off.
We got that right.
All right.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow, we
Number
sad.
2, you said Bad Company. Oop.
For the call.
It's the Cole.
It is
Bad Company.
Bad
Yeah.
Company.
Man, company. My dad really liked them.
Yeah.
Just want to look. Every
All
fucking
right.
Bad Company song right there.
Right?
So you got 1 so far. 1 for 2. Here, you said number 3 was Paul McCartney. It is. Come on.
We can't
Bad
get away from Bad Company.
Take the
Oh,
Eagles.
fucking Eagles.
Oh,
Damn
really?
it, the Eagles.
Wow.
Wild card.
Why don't
They're
they
a
just
wild
fly
card, I'll tell
away?
ya.
For fuck's sake. Hate the
From
Eagles.
your mind.
That was a bird joke.
He's been holding on to you, and you're so hard to find.
I really need Vince Neil to cover this. Modern day Vince Neil. Okay, this was.
You got this one, though.
Oh, wow.
was-
Look at that.
The
Nice
White
cover.
Devil.
That is a cool cover.
And the
Yeah.
Porcupine. So the album's Porcupine.
Oh, man. I have to check these guys out.
They got the echo part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you skip in like 2 minutes? I just want to hear.
Can you skip to the bunny?
Now that love
Oh, I need to do some drugs and listen to this.
is down to us.
Is this about cocaine? My wife
Gotta be.
Yeah.
How dare you assume?
The whole album's about cocaine. Look at that
Wouldn't it
white
be like
waterfall. It's a concept album on cocaine.
Number 5 was NXS.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, the video looks
Okay.
cool.
Oh, I know why you sound. I know why it sounds weird. It's true. This is a classic. It is.
All right. Number 6.
Yeah.
You can't get away
cover.
from it.
Come on, Rebecca. We want a new sensation.
Cliff Richard, so you got that one. This video is
Oh my
weird.
god, what is this?
That looks wild. Oh,
I've
man.
never seen the video.
You
I've
got a
heard
hold
the
of
song.
mirrors.
I've never seen the video.
This is a great song.
Have you ever been to a fun house?
I've got hands and I'm using them.
Oh my god. That's amazing. You think this guy loves
I
himself?
look like Jim and Terry. Oh my god, this guy's creepy.
I
as
want
fuck.
8 versions of my face simultaneously on screen when I'm singing.
Number
cool.
7 you said was The Cult. It
Yeah,
is.
we were way off.
Ringo.
Ringo.
That was Ringo.
Well, it's kind of a cult, right?
Like 80s ring.
Well, that sounds like his drumming. It's offbeat. Sounds like shit. Completely inadequate.
tell
And
you
you
what.
changed number 8 to the Eagles, and it was
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
Run, devil, run. The angels having fun, making winners out of sinners. Better leave before it's done.
Wow, that's like some
So-
like
I saw
album shit right there.
Paul McCartney's doing eye yoga now.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
What?
Eye yoga?
Eye
What is
yoga?
eye yoga?
Like,
I don't
do
know,
you...
some new thing he started.
You like
do
eyes,
yogas with
face?
eyeballs?
Paul McCartney's
Downward
eye yoga
dog.
really help anti-age your vision.
What?
What?
He says this simple eye exercise keeps him from needing glasses at age 78.
Bullshit.
Or
So does LASIK.
That sounds like
chakra.
something. That sounds like a
can
Facebook
see
article
my
if I ever
chakra.
heard one.
You won't believe this one crazy trick.
Just put some
scam
essential
right
oils
there.
in your eyeballs.
How do you do downward dog with your eyes?
Exactly.
Just like-
You have to pay
just like-
$800 to find out.
the rationale is, look, the yogi explained that your eyes are muscles, whereas your ears aren't, so you can't exercise your ears, but your eyes
wiggle my
you
ears.
can.
Yes, you can exercise your eyes to a degree to help with focusing and stuff, but it's not going to solve it if your eyeballs are not shaped right or your corneas are fucked
No,
because you're old.
this sounds like a really good scam to me.
Yeah,
sounds
like,
like-
you can improve your focus maybe.
Okay, whatever. I guess we'll do
so
eye
you
yoga.
guys got 4 out of 8. Nice job.
Yay.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
I'll take it. That was a fun game, Rebecca.
Yeah, good
Thanks.
job.
Yes, thank
Yeah, that
you.
was fun.
All right, let's
No more
move on.
Ringo Starr.
Ever again. Only spaghetti westerns.
Yeah.
Patreon. Whoa. Join the Patreon. $2 a month and you get some stuff. Whoa. Patreon. Patreon.
Hey everyone, go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up for $2 a month. You get access to the weekly pre-show as well as other bonus podcasts and videos. Patreon.com/badmovienightshow. Okay, Scotty P, would you recommend The Race with the Devil?
I would, Chrissy R. Fun little chase satanic cult movie.
All right. Lindsay.
Yes, definitely. Lots of fun car chases and stunts and stuff you could never get away with today.
Right. Rebecca.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of fun the whole way through.
AJ.
Yeah, I recommend it. It was entertaining, nonstop thrill rides. I would almost say it's not quite a bad movie, but actually a pretty good, entertaining movie.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron.
I want to buy an RV so I can watch this movie in my RV.
Oh, that's the ultimate. There you go.
I love
I'd be
this movie. It's
too
fantastic.
paranoid.
We could watch that and then Judgment Night afterwards.
Yeah.
Double feature.
That's going to be the do bad movie night thing. We're going to rent an RV for a month and we're going to drive around
That'd
the
be cool.
country and
That would
review
be
I am
fun.
not riding in a month with all you people. I'm just, dear Lord. I think I would probably be the first one kicked off anyway.
Probably.
The slingshot will take care of you.
Gotta
Chris.
get in our safety harnesses. Yeah, I agree, AJ. I think this movie's great. With this is not a bad movie. The production values are great too. Like this, the chases, the camera work, everything's good. The lighting was fun. Yeah, a little ridiculous sometimes outside where they're showing you stuff, but like I appreciated those scenes, and I wish I pulled clips where they're like running away, and you see the people like running along outside the back window, and you can see the trees lit up. And I'm
That's
sure
cool.
How they
the
do that?
RVs I'm sure the RV's being pooled. And
Yeah.
they have this all set up, but it was like a lot of effort. It looked so cool. I love this kind of movie. It's just like a really small scale incidents happening kind of thing. And I don't know, there's not much investment in the story, but it doesn't matter.
No, it's a simple
Enough there.
story, and you can
Yeah.
really do a lot with it.
Yeah, and they did. They kept it. They kept it very entertaining. This was a great recommendation, Paul. Thank you for recommending it.
Yeah, great choice, man.
And it's worth a $2 or $3 rental on Amazon. I'd say that.
Definitely.
All right, emails. Right? Is that where we're at?
The email.
Okay. Moving on. Next bumper, and then we have a bunch of emails.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Yes. Last week you all watched Robot Ninja.
Did you watch it,
Man.
Spiff?
I did not. Paul
You
warned
should
me.
watch it.
You totally need to watch it.
You
You're
should
gonna
watch
love
it.
that movie.
Paul warned me and said that I should not watch it.
What?
You watch it. You need to watch it for the end of the year.
You gotta watch it. It's right up your alley.
Yeah,
Maybe
I've seen
we'll
your
also
alley,
have to watch
Spiff,
it again.
and this movie would go right up that alley.
Yes.
Okay.
It has
I heard
some
was
really
kinda
fun
rapey.
practical effects.
Yes.
What'd you say, Spiff?
Is it kind of rapey? That's what I
Not
heard.
gratuitously so.
No.
No.
It's enough like it knows what
Implied.
it is comedy wise. Yeah, it's kind of silly. More or
Okay.
less.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we got a fair number of comments on it on our YouTube.
Okay.
David Black.
Very nice. You said
Got
it right.
love for Robot Ninja's rubbery flesh special effects. Related alternate title, Rubbery Ninja. CPR Ann's uncle tries to become Shredder but fails.
You were reading this with absolute
CPR
disdain.
Ann's.
You need to read it with energy. I don't know what you're saying.
It's so monotone.
Give it some
God.
cocaine.
Sit in some
Ann's
white
uncle
bunny man powder.
tries to become
White devil.
Shredder but fails.
There
This
you
is
go.
so
That's
much
better.
more
Keep
entertaining.
going.
Thank you. Yeah.
Richest apartment man alive.
Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Later, Black Donner says, "To be Tuesday suggestions." Oh, it's not called that anymore, Black Donner.
How dare you?
It's Titty Tuesday.
Oh,
No, it's not. God damn it.
I see. He's suggesting alternate titles for this show, not movies for it. Bad Tubi Night.
That's good.
That is pretty good. Two Children of Tubi. Tubi Day. The Rise of Tubi. License to Tubi. Let the Tubi in. Or
Let the
Chris
right Tubi in.
Rupert. Tubi Raider.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
It's very
I can
close
see
to
the
my
episode
parents'
artwork. That's pretty
alternate
good.
titles,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Chris Rupert to be Raider is good. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Paul Lilienthal feels like this movie pranked him twice. First, when he was 14, his dad bought him a copy of it from the garage sale, but Three Ninjas was in the case instead.
Wow.
You got a little different.
Ninja blocked.
Ninjas.
Ninja blocked.
And so he tried to find a copy online, but they were all $100. So he waited
Jesus.
until last year to see this, and when he finally did, it's a miserable, assault-filled little pill.
What?
No.
Give him
a long wait.
Give him an X.
He did not like this movie.
Really?
It's not. I mean, it's bleak. I'll give you that.
Yes,
I'll grant
it's
you that.
bleak.
But I kind of like that about it as well. It is a dark movie,
Yeah.
but I didn't think
Yeah.
it was miserable. I thought there was a lot of entertainment value in it.
Yes, and then he had messaged me that you really dodged a bullet with Robot Ninja. Gets too grimy and becomes an unpleasant rape thing.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's got that, but it didn't like linger
It
on
doesn't
that stuff.
define the movie, does it?
Made
Yeah,
him
I
want
mean,
to shower.
It's pretty obvious. I don't know. I felt like they play up the comedy horror so much that kind of overrides some of that
The
stuff.
seriousness of
Yeah,
of
the
it,
seriousness of the situations. I don't know.
And that's where
that's for anybody's
yeah,
take.
that's what I'm still saying. Like the Astron 6 stuff. Like, yeah, it's gross humor and dark humor. I guess I don't know. That's fine. You don't have to like it.
Yeah.
Jason Case recommends Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd, the
Dredd's a fantastic
Stallone
movie.
one.
I assume he means the Stallone one. Yeah,
Super cheesy, but super fun. Yes,
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to do.
Mike Delzier says this movie was bad. I mean, the guy wasn't a robot. I'm not sure
No.
he was a ninja.
No.
No, it wasn't.
And when he killed the first person, why didn't that girl just shoot him?
Lots of good questions. We don't have any answers.
Did that movie like go too low budget for some of these people or something? Like,
Maybe.
Possibly.
is that what the problem is? I don't know.
It is a bit of a train wreck.
It is yeah. I hear you.
It's definitely
I
like
did enjoy it.
you have to like I don't know. It's like a niche taste, you know.
Yeah.
There's a niche there.
made
If
for
you're a Vampire Cop fan, you
movie
might
people.
you dig into.
Chris, no one's a Vampire Cop
this is
fan.
way better than Vampire Cop.
Oh, there you go. No, he is way better.
And that's pretty much it. Jason Case also predicts that Race with the Devil was going to be recommended, and you were correct,
Yes.
Jason.
Yes.
I did see some comments. This one's pretty interesting. Would you watch it with a significant other, referring to Race with the Devil? And I think yes, you could watch it.
I did.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I think so.
I did
Unless
not.
they have like
but-
trauma from an RV incident or something.
Yeah,
My
that's
grandpa
right.
got slingshotted out of the RV. Like, you can't watch
In
RV
this movie.
films. Right. Yeah.
yeah.
Or maybe you saw that Robin Williams RV movie or where the
I
fuck it
haven't
was.
seen that. Man,
Yeah,
we
I don't
should do
want
that on
to.
Bad Movie
Robin
Night.
Williams RV movie?
I've never seen that.
Wasn't it?
Isn't
Yeah,
it called RV?
RV or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It'll
I've
just
seen the
ruin
trailer,
Robin
and
Williams
that was
for me if
enough
I
for
watch
me.
it.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like I don't think it's like a family movie. I think it's like a adult comedy,
Really?
isn't it?
I thought it was
think
when
it's
he
a
rents a
family.
giant IV and it's all physical comedy, quirky.
Oh,
family
really? I
Stuff.
thought it was
yeah.
like rated
Yeah.
R. Okay.
Yeah, it's a family
2006.
comedy.
It's like to pull his family together.
It
So
looked terrible in the
Insomnia.
trailer.
All right, I got an email here. We're gonna read it from Charlie
Okay.
Smith. Subject line: Race with the Devil. Content: If a virgin has to be sacrificed to Satan, but she performs oral sex the night before she has to be sacrificed, is she still a virgin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Technically.
Yes. I believe that's a biology question, and we just answered it. And it turns out,
Did you mean to
Is this
write
the
to
whole
like
email?
Loveline in 1992
Right?
or something? Why are we answering questions about this?
Dear
why is this on
Dr.
the
Drew.
show?
Wait, hold on.
and the follow up
Go to
if she did perform oral, can she get pregnant?
go to this website, amaze.org. The doctor gave me this to talk to my daughter about stuff because she's growing up. And it teaches kids all about these sort of things in an easy to understand manner that
That's
isn't
cool.
related
I
to
need to
bad
go there.
movies.
There's a lot of things I don't understand.
We have to catch up with what we didn't learn, right?
Yeah.
We
I
did get
watch. Yeah.
We did get some
Robot Ninja.
tweets.
Am I still a virgin?
No.
Will I be a doctor?
What if you watch Deathstalker?
Michael B. Conway says, I saw this at the drive-in when it was first released.
Oh,
That would be cool
cool.
to see.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Was it
Man,
like?
I wanna
Was
go
it
to
like?
drive-in.
I'm curious. Was it
We're
like?
getting the RV. We're going to a
build-
drive-in.
Was it billed as like a grindhouse kind of film, or was it just like
Doubt it. It's got Peter Fonda.
a Fonda?
I
Yeah.
bet it was mainstream release.
I don't know. Well, the director that did this has done a lot of like exploitation grindhouse kind of
Yes,
things.
that's
why I
true.
thought it
But I
might
don't
be
feel
in
like
that.
this felt overly exploited.
No.
Do you?
And I mean,
No,
Peter Fonda did a lot of this kind of movie, like he did Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry. It's kind of in that same kind of vein. So
Got to pay
I'll
for
take
this
your word for
motorcycle
that one.
somehow.
I'll take your word on that one, Lindsay.
that's a famous car chase exploitation film. Yeah,
Never even heard of it. Dirty
Vanishing
Mary,
Point.
Crazy Harry. What'd you say?
Crazy Larry.
Larry.
Crazy Larry. Never
Especially
heard of this.
Vanishing Point, man.
Vanishing Point. I started
Vanishing
watching
Point.
that after
So
this.
good.
I'm like, I gotta watch Vanishing Point. So good.
Jack Cost says, I still love that scene with the fire snaking around the RV. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
that's
cool.
cool as hell.
that's cool.
Makes no
Solid
sense, but it's
end.
cool as hell.
Mhm.
No sense. All right. That is all for tweets, emails, messages, comments. Thank
Sex
you for
education.
sending them in. We're just joking around there with you.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
seriously.
have any questions, comments, send them in. We appreciate it. It helps on the show. We've got something to talk about. So do that next episode. It is time. The time has come. We all know what time it is.
Spin
Right?
Spin
the
those
wheel.
wheels.
Spin the wheel.
Oh
And do it now.
man.
It's on it.
Do we
Did
need
you
to
add a new
change
thing,
wheel
or are we
up,
gonna
though?
catch up a little bit?
All right.
Because we're adding. A
Yeah, we
lot.
keep adding every week, right?
Wheels game big.
I got rid of Lindsay's movie because she didn't
Thank
seem keen on
you.
doing it.
That'll come eventually, but not right now.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Ah, boy.
Oh,
All right. Spiv, you're off for 1 week and you come back in a big sex
I
pervert.
know. Right? You were in the woods for too long, man.
Sure, you've been out in the woods for too long. All right. We have, what the fuck is this shit called? This Lost Land or something? What's that movie
Oh
called?
yeah, Thirsty Wasteland movie, right?
Yeah,
Thirsty
something
Wasteland.
Lawless
It's called
Land.
that.
Lawless
Lawless
Land.
Land.
The one with the eagle chasing the biker on the cover. Which
Oh,
is a sword and sorcery, sci-fi, fantasy, thirsty movie. I added Alone in the Dark.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
It's a big budget.
I've never seen it.
Christian.
I listened to an old
Slater.
episode,
Slater.
and you mentioned Alone in the Dark, and everybody was super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they wanted
That's
to
a
watch
great
it.
one.
So I added it to the wheel because I
Nice.
haven't seen it
Nice.
in years. Meltdown.
Ooh.
It is an action movie. It's got Robert Z'Dar. It's got an
Nice.
Estevez. It's got melting. It's got stuff going down. I'm hoping it's Robert Z'Dar. Melting, of course. We got The Witchcraft 3.
Yes. That's
No.
gonna happen. I feel it.
Spiv, hold on loosely. We got Point Doom.
Okay.
I don't know what that's a mess. We got
That's
Nightmare
your-
City, Italian Zombies.
Nightmare
Yes.
City's gonna be
And we got The
amazing.
Death Spa. All right.
Despatu, sweet. This
Are
it's
we
hard
ready?
to go wrong here.
ready.
Here we go.
There's many ways to go wrong.
Not witchcraft. Not witchcraft. Not witchcraft.
Witchcraft
not
3.
witchcraft, not witchcraft.
Here
Doesn't
we
matter. I think there's so
go.
much on here. God damn it!
Thirsty the wastelands.
Should have removed it when I had the chance.
No. It's gonna be fine.
The wheel has spoken. There's no going against the wheel.
Now, is Lorenzo Lamas starring in this one?
No.
The
there a battle
Lawless Land.
Not the Llamas Land. The Lawless
The
Land.
Lorenzo Lamas Land. Let's go check out that.
That's like the
trailer.
world's worst music park.
It's Machu Picchu?
Or best. All right, here we go.
I love you, but I'm scared.
At the end of the road lies the beginning of vengeance. It's a hellish chase through a world gone mad. In this fast-paced action adventure from Roger Corman, The Lawless Land.
$80.
Well, that's the
Slightly higher in
awesome.
that's the buying
Inflation.
a rental tape.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how much they were back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, guys. This
Why you
looks
wanted
pretty
to
rough.
return that shit? You want to get billed for the whole thing.
It's got a sweet synth soundtrack.
I know.
This looks a little
This
rough.
looks rough. Are you fucking kidding me?
I
This
think
is
this
like
Up your alley.
this is up your dry alley.
This is
you
like
kidding me?
this is what your alley fucking looks
This
like,
is
AJ.
a-
It's
It's
drier than
talcum
anything.
powder.
Is this a fantasy movie? Because it looks just like
It doesn't look like a Thirsty
no,
Wasteland.
it looks like modern day 1980s, 90s action.
This
movie.
fucking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. This fucking
What is with
guy.
this guy?
Now, if it took place at Renaissance Fair, it'd be totally.
I don't know what you want, AJ. I put this movie on the list for you. I did this all for you. It's got
Is there a battle
Xander
truck in it?
Berkeley in it. Do you
We'll
guys
see,
know who
man.
Xander Berkeley is?
No.
He was on a couple of seasons of The Walking Dead, but he's been in so much shit. You'd recognize him if you see his face, but he's one of the leads in this movie.
Lawless
So The
Land.
Lawless
Xander
Land.
Berkeley.
88.
Yeah. Look him up. You'll know.
It's gonna be fine.
Is he
It'll
from
be
Magic
okay.
City?
I have no idea.
Berkeley. He's on Air Force One.
He's in Candyman? I don't remember Candyman.
He's
Anyways.
he's the stepdad in T2, I think.
Barbed wire.
Bunch of other stuff.
Okay.
Oh, he's in The Dark and the Wicked. That's right. He plays the priest guy in The Dark and Wicked. Anyways, The Lawless Land is available on YouTube. If you search for it, the full movie is available called The Lawless Land 1988. Amanda Peterson. That is what it's listed under. That is the only place it looks like we will be able to find this thing. So that's what we're checking out next week.
You're not gonna buy.
I was
it for
really hoping
$80?
for Alone in the Dark because I was pumped once I put it on there. I was like, I could go for
Yeah,
some
I wanna
Christian
see that.
Slater.
We gotta
and
knock some of these off.
Fucking Tara Reid up in here. You know what I'm saying? But no,
Christian
we got the
Slater, Tara
thirstiness.
Reid, Alone in the Dark.
That's what I always I don't want to see that. No. AJ, I did just jump through the movie, and you will know that this looks sandy and dry and devoid of all moisture. You will love
All right.
it. You will
All
love
right.
It's like
everything.
those
say.
special undies on Etsy.
We'll see.
Just like this undies on Etsy.
So absorbent.
What?
You missed
You
the
missed
pre-show.
pre-show, man.
pre-show.
Wow.
We looked into
Darn.
very
You
sexy
gotta,
missed out.
yeah.
homemade
Stop.
crocheted men's underwear. It was great stuff.
We'll buy him the mouse ones. Send him the mouse ones.
Which is a reason why you need to sign up for the Patreon and get access to that pre-show, Spiv. It's only $2 a month.
About.
$2 a month.
Hasselhoff, right? We talked about it, the Hoff.
Dude.
Yeah.
All right.
He's on my shirt right now.
Oh, look at that. What is
$2 a month.
Knight Rider shirt. Cool.
$2 a month. That's $24 a year. My RV costs $80,000 divided by 24. That'll take 3,333 years to pay for my RV.
There you go. Might as well get on it now.
So get on there. I don't know what I was talking about. Patreon.com/badmovienightshow. You get on there, you get access to the pre-show, which is every week. Plus, there's a back catalog of over 100 episodes. You get access to the Slack, which is bustling and booming. Everybody's hanging out in there talking. We're having a great time, grand time. You get access to that. Plus, there's other stuff sprinkled in there randomly. So it's a good way to support the show, helps out the show, and we appreciate it. If you're interested, sign up for that. But if not, maybe go on iTunes, leave a review. We haven't gotten one of those in forever, and I think iTunes actually deleted all our reviews or something. I went on there the other day and was like, you don't have any because your show's shit. I was like, that's true, but that's a little mean.
We did get a recommendation in the comments here. The Pack from 1977.
Oh yeah, it's an island with a pack of dogs that kill people.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
That sounds kind of cool.
Any Chance of the Pack, 1977.
That's what I just. It's the Floydster.
Aaron, Floydster.
Floydster 23.
Spiv, what the fuck? You can pull that voice out like this when you're reading this
know.
comment, but we get on the
Can't
comment
put that-
section, you're like,
can't put that energy in.
Excuse me, I will read a comment now. That's what you're like.
It's so awkward.
I know.
I will turn on my radio voice next time.
Yes.
I want to do a month where I don't have to host and somebody else has to host.
No,
Each-
fuck
we
that.
go around. Somebody else has to host. I want to do
funny.
it.
No.
It'd be
It's
fun.
so hard.
That'd be such
I'll
a
just
mess.
sit. I'll just
What'd
sit
you
back and
guys
be like,
think?
yep, that's what it is. Yep, that's what I thought, fuckers. It's not as easy as it looks.
How about that eagle on the cover, huh?
Oh, it'd be the worst episode.
Is this where we talk about email?
Next, let me. What is this the right? Oh, I ended the show.
Well, that does happen. That does happen. All right, that's
Nightmare
it.
City's
That's it.
so cheap. What?
Dude, but cheap in the greatest of ways, I'm sure. That's it, guys. I just need to find the bumper. We're good. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for joining us. If you joined us live, that's right. We're live every Monday night, 8:45 p.m. EST. That's Eastern Standard Time.
We're
You
at
catch
Eastern
the show live.
Daylight time right now, Chris.
Is what it is, Spiff. I don't make
It's
the rules.
UTC
I just
minus
live in
4.
them. Look, don't hate the player, hate the game, Spiff.
UTC is where it's
I
at.
hate the DST, man.
Oh my god,
Yes.
we don't need controversial. We don't need that on the show, Spiff.
Dumbass shitty time.
Thing. I wish I knew what you were talking about. Spiff really like that. That was the nerdiest joke I've ever fucking heard. Look at Spiff.
What's UTC, Scott? Is it like Ultimate Titty
classic
Clock?
Aaron. Classic Aaron.
All right, guys. This is a good one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around. We will catch you here next week with The Lawless Land. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.